So it's fair to say that a good Kendo coach really has one job, and that's to facilitate the learning and therefore the performance of their student. But at the end of the day, it's not about that technical knowledge, it's about the things that we can do to interact effectively with the people that we're teaching. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. The three areas that every Kendo coach should be focusing on to influence the learning and the performance of the students that they have in the limited time that they have. So let's start with the easier one, efficiency. So this means that trainings are running smoothly and that our students are spending as much time as possible on task in the activities that are relevant to their goals. So in simple terms, this means being mindful of things like time management, i.e. not going too long on an activity, or making sure people aren't standing around for too long waiting for their turn. And actually, Kendo can be really bad for this because we tend to spend so much time standing in the line waiting for our turn to have a bash. In order to be efficient as a coach, we need to think about how we structure the rotations during a training to maximize that time on task, and thinking about ways to minimize the transition time from one activity to the next. But it's not just about getting through as many drills as possible. We need to use the right activities for the learning aim and be able to communicate clearly to our students. I like to think about it like this. Are your students picking up what you're putting down? And this means that we need to consider how to adapt to our students' individual learning needs, and that means asking them about how they prefer to learn. It might be by watching demonstrations, it might be through trial and error, it might be via repetition of drills, or by adding in some competitive elements to the activities that you're doing. In any case, to be effective, we need to have a good understanding of our students' goals and motivations and design activities that are relevant for those things. So finally, we need to be aware of our ethics as coaches. We need to make sure that we're not disadvantaging any students or creating an environment that's not inclusive. Now, this means being aware of our body language and our verbal cues and making sure that everyone feels like they're part of the team. This is actually a really important area to give some thought to, because it means that we need to be aware of things like our unconscious biases and actively work to overcome those. So for example, we should do our best to be sensitive to the cultural and social differences within our membership and make sure that everyone feels respected and valued. And this is because it's a key way to make sure that people keep coming back, and therefore we can keep contributing to their learning and performance over time. But even if we're doing everything right in these three areas, we need to be open to feedback and continually evaluate our coaching strategies. To learn more about how you can improve your efficiency, your effectiveness, and your coaching ethics through feedback, check out this video here, and I'll catch you in the next episode.